Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to UGC Gold Casting with Vox Day and Chris18. What's up, Chris?
Not much. How you doing?
Yeah, not bad. We're going to be watching a scrim between Secretly We Are Kawaii and Saxy's team, which they will be known as since no one's really sure what their team is called. So maybe Silence of the Pan Redux? But
Good as anything, right?
yeah. But it looks like they've actually already gone live, so that is a short waiting period, and I'm always glad to see that. Although 2 players from Saxy's team just left, so
Well, apparently they are throwing, as Saxy says in the chat.
Zappy says, "Oh, thanks, not the first time." Anyway, we're gonna be taking a look at what's going on. Looks like Saxy is up on the Machina. Let's take a look at what Jolteon is running as soon as he spawns.
Mission begins in 30 seconds.
Looks like just the regular stock sniper rifles. So ball already in Saxy's court, although I know Jolteon probably outclasses her a bit on sniper. But we'll have to see what happens. And both medics on stock Uber.
Mission begins in 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3.
We'll take a look at Saxy's point of view here as we come out as the gates are opening.
So I do notice Red Spy is over there on the rock, and usually that's a little bit avoided, as you can easily get spammed out, and frankly it's usually pretty often checked. And seems he isn't spotted out though.
Maybe showing a little bit of inexperience, but and there goes DJ, and there you go. The Red Spy took out their demo man there. No one checked for him, and he's gonna get a good pick to delay the push by Blue for a little bit. But not too many picks. Oh, actually, the engineer for Red went down, so that's gonna mean an undefended gun right now if they want to get in as soon as possible. But of course, when you got a sniper staring you at the face, it's not always that easy.
Well, the engineer's back up, so Blue possibly missed their chance to, push forward and get A pretty quick.
Yeah, slowly but surely the cart is going, but definitely not as fast as it could have been. And it looks like Faisal, the soldier, did come back, but here comes the Uber out of Blue. Here comes Red to contest it. They're blasting back the demo best they can, but the gun does go down. We'll have to see if Blue's going to be able to commit the numbers to flood through the rest of the point, or if Red's going to be able to rebuild.
Now it was a good attack on the sentry from a distance, but unfortunately the pyro was there to back them back up and push them away, and that really can deny an Uber and stop from forward progressing. In the aftermath, Blue they lost a good amount of players, so they're not able to push forward here, and it looks like there just might be a reset.
Yeah, and that's why a lot of teams have been taking their scouts in on Ubers, or just or bring your heavy with you, something hit scan to take care of that pyro, because it's really hard for a demo to contest that. So the cart does start to go. Actually, here goes the medic for SWAK. Goes down to a body shot by Saxy, so that's going to be the first point for Blue Team in 2 minutes 20 seconds. Not as fast a time as they could have had, but still not the slowest.
It's a little slower than average, as you said, but on upward, a lot of things can happen. You could have a pretty good hold coming out on C or D.
Yeah, but actually, because of the medic going down too, uncontested is this Uber out of Blue, so they're able to take down the sentry. DJ is spamming out the spawn, so Red's probably going to want to try to think better of it to rush out there. So they're going to have to let Blue either take the point really quickly or frag these gamers that are encroaching up on their spawn.
Well, in that Uber, SWAK's team kind of bled out a lot. That they were down 4 or 5 by the end of it, which means Blue was able to push up through house immediately and quickly, and maybe they could have pushed up a little bit farther to help stop building on C. But Red now has a level 2 on C, and it's going to be another push there, and not quite as free as it could have been.
Yeah, Engineer has plenty of time Looks like it's about to hit level 3. Ubers are perfectly even for both teams. Looks to be about that. About 80% for either team, so no advantage really for Blue to push off of. Take a look at the snipers here, because that can be, actually, as I say that, Jolteon picks up DJ, so that might delay the Uber push out of Blue. Gets a headshot onto Saxy, not able to get the kill though. So this is really a tough point to push if when the sniper's staring you down. Really, you got to try to go through the house as the combo, but that is usually the easiest sight line for the sniper as well. All about getting that pick.
Yeah, the sniper pick is huge here because the sniper has, you know, these obnoxious sight lines here that will force you to pop really early or go down. So the spy needs to get in here and either sap the sentry and take down the sniper, or one of them, both of them, you know, whatever can be done here, because Blue needs some sort of advantage, but they're not going to get that with Saxy leaving.
Yeah, as we mentioned, needing to get the sniper down. Blue sniper disappears, does come back, but oh, actually, it looks like Pico just dropped. It looks like Zabby playing demo got a lot of sticks there and just was able to blow Pico up. So talk about delaying Uber pushes. That is probably the best way to do that.
With a full advantage, you know, there's no chance of them really pushing in unless there's a drop or something big happens and SWAK makes some big well, there it is. Counter push in.
Yeah, the Uber came out. I was watching actually the spy 88 Fingers Edward to see if he was going to try to get a drop on the med, but they were actually able to pick up Pico again off of that Uber push, so kind of neutralized the Ubers. Pico did spawn, and it looked like
yeah, just
SWAK's
as you were
medic.
saying. Just as you were saying, SWAK's medic got stabbed right in the aftermath of the Uber. You know, that's a very good time for a spy to come in. You know, all the comms are, you know, going on. There's a lot of noise, a lot of things to focus on. And if you don't watch your back, you know, it's a key time for a spy to come take a pick.
Yeah, absolutely. And it worked because it did put about 30% advantage in Blue's favor, so they can feel free to get a little aggressive on the gun. Red Medic did just spawn, so they could probably try to dry push a little bit. But I was a little disappointed to not see Jolteon go down without any buffs for him. Saxy didn't really capitalize on that opportunity, and a 6K for him right now. Looks like Red Spy is hanging out behind the cart. Just kind of waiting maybe for a medic to come through. Waiting for any kind of pick. But it looks like Red has taken the upper area as well. 80% on SWAK's medic, 100% for Pico. So Uber looks like it's going to come down from lower, but they got to use soon because in 10, just about 10%. Oh, Pico gets forced by the soldier who came down. So that is not the way you want to use your Uber, and they could really punish them here. But T, the soldier for SWAK 2, waiting around for that Uber to fade, ends up picking up Pico, and then here comes the Uber out of SWAK to try to punish, but weren't really able to pick too much up after the end of that Uber. But Jolteon...
It was really unfortunate for Blue there. You know, at the end of the Uber, they were starting to bleed players, and they couldn't really make a very good push forward. And you know, after an Uber, you have to keep your players up to push.
Yeah, absolutely. You're gonna. It's all about, like, you can do as much as you want during an Uber, create space, but if you can't do anything during the post-Uber fight, you can create as much space as you want. But if you're not gonna pick up the frags, they're just gonna swarm you right after. It looks like Jolteon still going big on an 8K right now. Someone's got to do something to contest him. Get a big buff on Saxy, or maybe sack your spy in, but it's really hard when you're in that upper area. Actually, here is the spy on Red's medic, not able to get anything, gets picked up by the heavy. Take a look to see if we can see what Saxy's going to be up to. Mentioned's got to do something to take care of Jolteon. Been alive way too long. And that's going to stun every push you want to go through as a team.
But SWAK drops to the spy.
Oh, did they?
So yeah, this will give a good time for Blue to push in. And
yeah, and here they go.
The Uber right now.
Looks like Blue Demo went downstairs rather than trying to contest up. Maybe just chasing a frag or something. But now they take that upper area. They got to focus that sentry gun down. Maybe get their spy to sap it or something like that. But yeah, it does look like it did go down. So up on minis now is the red engineer.
Funny aftermath. The blue engineers at their upper spawn fighting the red mini sentry that got put down and then dying to the sniper's pan.
That is not an not a common series of events that will happen there. NGV NG to die to a pan. Oh, and look at Jolteon trying to flick shot a cloak spy there. Someone called back.
Now it looks like in the aftermath, Blue kind of had a big fluke now. This upper area where the heavy and medic for SWAK is very crucial to pushing in and keeping ground. And they gave it up. They dropped down out of it. No one's in there, and then they died, and it became vacated. And now Red's up there again, and that's going to set them back a lot.
Yeah, Red's combo is hanging back out up there. So they've got 100%. Pico only at about 30. So they're absolutely going to need to do something here to either A, drop the med again like they did before, or maybe get a force out or something. Because I do believe that they brought Jolteon back up to that upper area, which is going to make it really hard to try to cross your medic through. And there goes Jolteon, so this might be a good time to try to get a little pressure. They are going to have their Uber in about 10 seconds, less than that. So they're going to come from tiles, like the upper area, or they're going to think better of it. Let's see what happens here.
Blue Sniper trying to peek in and get a pick, but I don't think he got anything.
Yeah, and DJ went down Blue's demo, so they're just kind of, even though they had a good time to go, they just may have lost a good 10 seconds to push in with their demo. Actually, here's Red Spy, tried to get on the medic, but immediately gets destroyed by about 5 blue players.
And Blue Spy gets SWAK's engineer, and they're going to push in on that as the other players are going down.
So Ubers get traded up, or?
Yeah, something I noticed is the dispenser placement on Red. It's not quite the meta at this time. Usually they block the stairs so that the spy can't get up without being noticed. He has to kill the dispenser first. But the dispenser was up top, and that made it easy for the spy to get up and around and stab the engineer. Usually, the engineer will have warning.
Yeah, and finally they're able to get the point. 11 minutes, 27 seconds, and probably because of that play by Edward, takes down the NG. Ubers get traded out, but there's no sentry that they have to worry about, so they just sack enough players onto the cart, and there you go, there's the round. So above average time, as we mentioned, and that's probably mainly to do with their last push, because they took first in an alright time, second fell through really quickly. Third was a little delayed, but it just took them way too long. Too many flub pushes trying to get into last.
Yeah, 11:27 time. It's not gonna lie, that's kind of slow, but if you get a good thing going on, you get a strong C or D hold. Especially D, you could very well still defend that.
Yeah, kind of first and second aren't gonna. I mean, of course they matter in terms of setting time, but your holds on third and last will be the determining factor of your time, especially third or C. But let's take a look at what Jolteon's got going on. Gets a buff from his medic. He's gonna try to look for Saxy right now. Tries to line up a shot on the soldier, not able to get anything. Saxy actually pretty aggressive on that playground area. We'll see if Blue's going to be able to take some free ground as well, because with your sniper so aggressive, you're open to a lot of spam. So it does. Oh, actually, there you go. Saxy picks up Zabby right there. So no sack in by blue. The demo's not going to come. Oh, and there goes the NG as well. That was a devilish shot by Saxy. So we're going to have to see if what blue's going to be able to do. The demo did just spawn. Here comes the NG. They just need to take care of that sniper in order to get ready for a push.
We need to. Blue needs to definitely move forward up a little bit and take their time in. No, I mean, they do have time, but time can fool you. If you wait too long,
Yeah,
it's gone.
they're about a minute and a half in on this round and still haven't really made their push. So. And there goes Saxy picking up the soldiers. So there. Oh, actually, Ubers did get traded. I was too busy looking at Saxy's point of view to see that. Ubers got traded, but in the fray goes down SWAK's medic. So that might delay things for them as the engineer puts up another gun. Unless they can put some players in there to contest. It looks like Red might have the hold here, as their medic is still alive and healing players.
And their demo and pyro went down in the aftermath as well, so they don't have a lot of. Well, everyone's going down now, so they don't have a lot of pushing power. So it looks like it's going to be a reset. We're probably going to see a level 3 up there again unless the spy takes down the engineer. And it's going to be a new game. We're starting all over.
Yeah, and we were talking a lot about Saxy, Jolteon's kill streak in the last game, but Saxy doing a lot of work right now, keeping them from pushing first. So definitely shows the power of snipers have in Highlander. Oh, and there goes SWAK's medic. So you want to talk about delaying pushes? That's all this game has been. The medics just cannot stay alive.
At this point, with Pico up on Uber, full Uber, their only chance right now is to get a pick and push in with an Uber, and you're gonna take down the medic. You're gonna be delaying that push, and that's crucial for killing time for Red right now. They're gonna be able to get their engineer up again probably, and get another sentry going up, even though the spy took it down a minute ago.
Yeah, I want to take a look actually at what SWAK Spy Sanity Dance is going to try to do. It looks like going in for a pick on the NG. Does get it. Sap comes down. It's going to die to the Pyro. But damage is done as the gun goes down. And actually Pico goes down as well. So this is SWAK's time to come through. And they should be able to, if they commit enough players, get over the hill quick enough to maybe try to contest their spawn like Saxy's team did to them.
Well, Red pretty much wiped right there. They were down to about 3 players, and Blue didn't really.
I'm sorry to interrupt. I'm sorry to interrupt, but at 97% Uber, SWAK's medic just went down in tunnel to Faisal, Saxy Spy. Saxy Soldier. That's Spy. So that is going to be crucial there. But I'm sorry for interrupting. I just had to get the word out.
I feel that was a pretty big misplay on SWAK's part. Red was down to 3 players, and they committed everyone to tunnel and put, I guess, just a soldier up on hill. What they should do is they should pushed above to take ground quick when Red couldn't really push back, and leave just a scout and engineer on cart to push it forward. So they could take the entire tunnel from above and push Red back to their spawn while they didn't have any men. But now, because they didn't, SWAK's medic is down on Uber, and they don't have up in front of hill, and they don't have tunnel.
Yeah, and maybe it was the fear of Saxy, the fact that Saxy might have gotten a pick there to prevent them from pushing in, but that forced them to go tunnel. So maybe the sniper's dominance kind of made them choose, like, hey, do you want to go through the choke or do you want to get headshot by our sniper? And it looks like they made the wrong choice there.
Sometimes you just gotta send the soldier, jump up on the sniper, take him down. Maybe once he first takes the corner, he might take a body shot, but sometimes you gotta take that risk.
Yeah. Anything you can do to just turn the sniper's eyes can be a big deal. But it looks like Uber does get forced out of SWAK a little earlier than they wanted to. Red's engineer able to move the sentry back with the rescue ranger, so Rupee was not able to pick up the, or sorry, Zabby is playing demo, not able to pick up the sentry there, but still gaining a lot of ground. Looks like they will be able to take the second point. 5 minutes and 30 seconds to cap third and last, which is entirely possible, although with the amount of time they had from the get-go, I didn't expect it to be this rushed.
It just feels like SWAK, you know, they set a good time for themselves to, you know, 11 minutes and 27 seconds they had, and maybe they're got fooled by time, or maybe they're just, you know, decisions based on some other reason, but it feels like they're, you know, missing a lot of open opportunities to move up and push in, but it's not happening.
Yeah, either team looks to be capitalizing on kind of the misplays of the attacking team. So really being able to capitalize on their mistakes. But actually, as I say that, here comes the Uber out of SWAK. They're going to blast back the demo, but here comes the enemy power to push them back. And although they did take some ground, we'll have to see if they're going to commit any players in the post-Uber trade. We'll take a look at Slice, the heavy for... Oh, as I say that, Slice,
right off.
Slice goes flying off the cliff. Caster's curse right there.
But now in the aftermath, Red didn't use Uber, and they have full advantage now. So which means they can push back, or they can easily stop a push.
Yeah, if their spy can get some comms on... Oh, hey, talk about spies and medics. Oh, he had the stab. He had the stab on the medic, but he got picked up. But here comes the Uber out of Saxy's team. They do grab SWAK's medic. And Pico goes down as well. So, long respawn for Pico. And SWAK's medic is already back up and charging. So, 10 seconds still left on Pico's respawn. So they should be able to maybe try to dry push?
Yeah, you know, it looks like if they get a spy up there, maybe they can take down the sentry easily and push forward. Red is down numbers, so we're going to have about 30% of... Ooh, medic goes down, so no advantage for SWAK.
Edward doing a really good job on focusing the medic. I feel like every time that I'm actually looking at his screen is when he's not able to get the pick, but every time I turn away, there goes a drop, there goes 96%, there goes a lot of Uber being lost by...
about Caster's curse? So with Red down in engineer, and they have but the sentry up, and blue down players, well, they were.
They were, until November kind of single-handedly just took tiles from the red team. There is still a sentry there, but was able to push a lot of ground up there. And this may actually go in SWAK's favor, which I'm actually really surprised about. They...
Just an NG up.
Yeah. They took last... Well, I shouldn't say took, but, you know, they may take last in a pretty quick time here. 2 up, Soldier and Demos. Demo goes down, Soldier goes down. No one on the cart right now, but it shouldn't matter. And that is the round. 2 minutes and 17 seconds left on the clock, so about a 9-minute time for SWAK.
About there, you know. It's also a little bit slow and relaxed, but they have the time to make it.
Well, let me see. I should be able to get some logs up here. I'll link them to you as well. Oh no. No. They only have sizzling stats.
Ah, who uses sizzling stats
Who
nowadays?
likes sizzling stats, yeah.
That is so 2013.
Yeah, sizzling stats alpha is probably by this time just never going to be out of alpha.
Looks like they're switching to Gully Wash here.
Yep, I'm going to be going to Gully, and let me get these sizzling stats up here on the screen. Oh, there go the sizzling stats. Anyway, Here we are. It looks like Butt T, the soldier, for SWAK, putting up 24 frags, the most in the server. Followed by Marty the scout, and actually Saxy got more kills than Jolteon. So although Jolteon looked like to have the pretty solid advantage on their defensive round, not able to keep up the momentum when on blue. And also, sorry, also top DPM for the team was Butty on Soldier.
The theme I'm noticing here is a lot of med picks. You see the meds dying, 8 times and 10 times, and a lot of them are to the demo from SWAK. So it's really surprising. Usually it's these pick classes that get medic.
Yeah, look at that. Pico died. Yeah, 10 times. And yeah, 8 for. I'm really interested to find out who SWAK's medic is because I have no idea. Oh, it's Jets. No, it's not Jets. Oh, it's Turkey Lips. I knew that. I knew the answer to that before I even said it. I should have known. So we are reading for Gully Wash to start here. A little surprised of what that people are choosing to play Gully Wash. Right now, a lot of people are really upset to play CP in Highlander. A lot of opinions are that CP is just mainly a sixes game mode. It's too stalematey for Highlander. Way too many, just really slow gameplay, and people aren't a big fan of that. So they want more cost, they want more payload, they want to try maybe some of the newer game modes. Hashtag Dom Canal Zone. But yeah, so
Never played Canal Zone. Is it any fun?
I have never played it as well. I just know that's a thing people want. Although I like the idea of playing a domination type game mode. I just don't know how the map actually plays itself.
I remember Canal Zone, I believe back in season 7 or something. I don't know, but it was used once.
Once.
So guess it didn't stick around.
I definitely want to see what can happen if maybe we get try to see if a couple better teams in gold want to try playing it, or even some plat teams. I know with the amount of people that have been really pushing to play it, there shouldn't be any reason why a pug can't form to play it or a couple teams can't scrim it, but that would be a lot of fun. That's the only way. That's the only way we can get new maps in UGC is either the admins need to piss everyone off and just choose it and let the pieces fall where they may, or people got to take the initiative and actually try playing the maps and leave their feedback and opinions on the forums. So, rock the vote, guys. Speaking of voting, polls.playcomp.tf is up to vote for weapon bans, maps, etc. for the next season, so check that out.
I believe it's open until the 19th, so you got a little bit of time, but don't wait until it's too late. And anyone who's played UGC can vote, and they might actually be allowing people who haven't played UGC yet to vote.
Yeah, I'm not totally sure. So 19th, you said, is when it ends?
I believe. I'll check it right now. Yep, closes on Sunday, December 19th at 23:59 EST.
Alrighty. Let me check that out. I'll show you guys a little bit of what's going on. So gamers, this is oh man. This is the joy of having two monitors, is when you can try to full screen something and it goes on your second screen. Anyway, these are the polls for UGC. As I mentioned, it is just polls.playcomp.tf. You sign in with Steam right there. Players allowed to vote. Yeah, everyone. You called it. So I believe they will be weighted based on your division, so that's why they kind of mention where you were placed, and players that don't meet the requirements will be just marked as a TF2 player, so may not be weighted as much as platinum or gold votes or something like that, but definitely want to get your opinions out there, especially with people calling for bans on like the Machina and stuff like that. So
And the Razorback.
yeah, and the
And the
Razorback.
Ambassador. There's a lot of hot topic weapons up for ban there, and if you want to make sure that they're banned or stay unbanned or get unbanned as opposed to staying banned, you gotta make your opinion heard. You gotta vote.
As a spy main, Chris, how do you feel about a trade for the Ambassador, for the Razorback? So ban both in one go.
I feel like the Ambassador doesn't need to be banned. If you just look at the meta right now, like, it takes a lot of skill to use. The Razorback, lets your counter kind of not counter you. So personally, as a spy main, I would be for the Razorback banning and not the Ambassador. But if it had to be both at once, I think I would take it.
Filthy spy main. Oh,
Yeah, filthy. In the dirt.
Yeah, I don't mind, to be honest. I think it'd be interesting to see what would happen, but definitely not. I don't think UGC needs to definitely ban the Machina, but I don't think they would ban the Machina, Razorback, and Ambassador all in one go. So that definitely poses a problem of exactly what would happen, and I think the Machina in that instance would go, and the Razorback and Ambi would stay.
Well, I guess come season 19, we'll find out.
And,
or season 18, rather.
Season, yeah.
Oops.
We're gonna just skip an entire season.
Here.
We are 9v9 right now, so I'm not sure what we're waiting on, but let me see if I can get some insider info.
I think we have some laughing taunts on mid here. Yep.
And also, I do want to shout out my boy Faisal on Saxy's team right now. Looks like he's trying out. And shout out my boy Slice for SWAK. And it looks like they are waiting on SWAK to ready up, and they are readied up, so we will be going. And we're going to come out onto our first mid. I want to take a look at one of the demos. DJ looks like he flubbed his rollout a bit. He's going to be pretty slow to mid. We'll be just waiting to see how the frags go.
Both teams sending the majority of their players through a big door, while the demos are taking choke.
And also, Edward starts the medic fragging by taking down Turkey Lips. So maybe more of the same we'll see on Gully Wash as we did on Upward.
Yeah, the medic pick is huge on mid to start the game, so it's going to clearly go for blue right here, and they may be able to push through with that.
Yeah, especially with the demo for SWAK going down, Zabby as well. So they should be able to just go ahead and commit some more bodies in there, but Red is kind of playing slowly by Shutter. But here is the Uber from Saxy's team. They do take second, and Red will be forced to either try to contest lobby or just hang out towards the end, but they do have the Uber advantage in their favor, so as long as they don't bleed players, they should be able to hold less and work on pushing out.
Yeah, heads up play by Butty there, the red soldier. He hung up above the choke when blue was coming through and the soldier was going ahead without checking above. And he dropped down on the medic as they were passing down choke and forced the Uber, which is going to give red the advantage that they needed to hold last.
Yeah, but the advantage actually isn't working out to be as much as I thought it was. Maybe Turkey Lips didn't spend as much time healing, but only about 10-13%. So not enough really to push out on unless they're able to get a pick. Yeah. They're gonna have to wait for their sniper to do something or their spy to get a pretty big pick. Speaking of the spy, he does get seen and taken out by probably about 8 blue players, besides the medic. all turned and shot him at the same time.
Life of a spy, man.
Oh, and here's Edward on the red medic, picks up Zabby instead, goes for the pick, dies to the pyro, but that is a demo pick, so they could try to trade Ubers here if they want to try to get aggressive.
You know, giving up your spy for the demo is a pretty good trade there.
Oh, but red was forced to use their Uber. No Uber. Oh! Yeah, you want to talk about no Uber for blue team because Sanity Dance, the spy for SWAK, just dropped Pico.
I think they were trying to cut it a little bit there, but backed up into the knife.
Yeah. I was about to say no Uber used, but yeah, now there's definitely no Uber used. So SWAK should be able to get aggressive on this, but never mind because there goes the Pyro, Demo, and Soldier for SWAK. The Medic almost went down to 40 health, going to start regenning, but
it's 5 down on red, and they have the advantage, but no one to heal, so blue needs to push in now if they want to win.
Oh, and there goes the Medic. Frost, the Pyro, edging point, gets some good cap time down on it and makes a lot of space for his team to get in there. I believe this looks like it's going to be a round for SWAK. They just got to get the necessary picks, but not for SWAK, sorry. A round for Saxy's team, but as I say that, SWAK is going to be able to defend the point.
Huge blown opportunity. Huge. You know, 5 players down. You know, they
half the time
taken
capped on
last.
point. Yeah.
They could have taken last, but they waited too long, and players came out and, you know, started contesting the point.
But not letting up on the pressure just yet is Saxy's team. Only 3 up right now for red, but it does include the heavy medic combo. So that is still a good 450 health that you have to worry about. Faisal tried to get in there on the heavy, but dies in the process. But here come a lot of players from Saxy's team flooding in. Going to get some time on the point. Pico up on Uber, but does not have to use it before the point gets taken. And that is the first round in favor of Silence of the Pants, Saxy's team, etc.
Saxy's team is pretty hesitant to go in. Again, they're, you know, 3 players up on SWAK's team, and they just slowly went in. I mean, they didn't push in quickly. They could have been in there like 10 seconds sooner. You know, if they waited a little bit longer, they could have just knocked on the point again. You know, they need to take advantage of these player counts and push in when there's a big difference, and they're not.
Oh, Pico goes down to Jolteon. Nice headshot from the get-go, and Slice does go down to Saxy as well. So only 4 up, 3 up for blue right now, 2 up. That is going to be an easy mid for red, although they did lose a fair amount of players in the process. They're going to try to clean up the NG and then probably just cruise right into second. If they commit bodies.
Red medic went down, so we're going to have an advantage on blue here, and they might be able to push back, or at least hold last.
Yeah, about looks about 20%. So that does bode well for blue, because even the smallest advantage a red team can try to push in on, especially in gully last. It's such a quick push, you know, from last to spawn. So, but unless they can try to get a pick here, which I do believe that that SWAK should be able to. They definitely have the classes in order to do that. Jolteon, a great sniper, should be able to make a pick. But they are still waiting about 40% for their Uber.
Yeah, the snipers are pretty crucial on goalie last. You know, they can have some insane sightlines, especially if you have your attacking team peeking in through balcony. They pretty much have like free reign for a second, so you gotta take him down quick, or just hope you're not where he's looking when he peeks.
Yeah, and 100% Uber for both medics right now. Saxy is down, and so is DJ, so is the Scout. So, besides Slice is the only really crucial pick right now in favor of Saxy's team. But here comes the Uber out of each team. Pyro's just playing game where they air blast each other back with Uber. Looks like it's gonna be kind of a failed push here unless they can commit some more bodies. into dropping the remaining players during the post Uber. But T gets on point, dies to the scout though. Saxy goes down again to Jolteon, but it doesn't look like SWAK's gonna have the players necessary to contend. They might even have to drop out of lobby.
Here we are, you know, we're down for a second, 5 players down on red, and you know, the post Uber fights, we were talking about that, you know, kind of important here, and now blue's pushing in.
And yeah, just a few spawners starting to come up for red, so it looks like only probably about 3 or 4 people. Oh, they still had forward spawns, so they're going to be pretty close to the action here. They're already going to start taking back second. Although they do have to worry about Saxy, who is holding up there in river, so.
Take a long time getting on the second here.
Yeah, seriously.
You know, just seems like the theme is, you know, playing it slow and passing up a lot of opportunities.
NG tried to rest point for a while. Does get picked up by Jolteon. Not able to get the pick on the scout. If Edward, sorry, 88 Fingers Edward, the spy, gets seen by the Pyro, so not able to get the pick on the medic it looked like he was trying to grab. But still, point has not been taken, so credit to Saxy's team for doing everything they can to delay the point. Looks like they did take up in that river area, but here comes Jolteon taking down the heavy. So it looks like blue wants to get aggressive, but they got to worry about that sniper who was just picking them off.
Yeah, seeing the opening, it was pretty heads up by Saxy's team to take upper and, you know, have the upper ground advantage and, you know, get in there before red took the point and managed to hold them off pretty well here.
Yeah, and it backed them up all the way into choke, so they actually had some ground in the second, and it looks like neither team there's kind of like a no man's land right now on second. Blue's holding up in river. Actually, blue wants to get aggressive first, so there they cross into... Oh, DJ hits a huge pipe onto the soldier. That's a highlight reel shot right there. Here comes the Uber out of blue through choke. It looks like Turkey Lips died. I don't know if Turkey died or like dropped.
I believe it was a drop, but I'm not sure. But you know, that opened up the floodgates for Saxy's team to just push out, and go through mid, and they took it. They're taking it pretty quickly here, and now they're all the way up into SWAK's choke.
Yeah, it looks like they're finally listening to us.
Uber.
They finally heard us saying, "Go, push faster, you can do it."
The little team that could.
So things are going to slow down just a little bit because red was ready to defend second. So Uber's relatively even, only about a 10% advantage for blue. They could try to go off of it. Actually, they could try to go off of it now, and it looks like they're going to want to. Turkey so close to the Uber, but here it comes out. They're going to get onto the medic. This is going to be a close one. Oh, able to stay alive, 98% Uber, and here it comes. So all they needed was to get that pick on the medic, and this could have been an easy push in for them. But Turkey able to do what he needed to do to stay alive.
And now it's going the other way. SWAK is pushing out, and they're going to probably take mid here without much contention. And they also have the slight ad. If they use it immediately when they get it, they might be able to push in with an Uber, but...
Oh, Saxy hit a nice shot onto Slice right there, so... There's going to be no heavy to try to push through choke. And yeah, actually, Saxy's team not wanting to give up that easily. Faisal goes in for a bomb, but dies to November the Pyro. Both medics still alive. Mid has not yet been capped by SWAK. And yeah, it looks like blue took control of the midpoint again.
I did not see that coming.
Yeah, no, absolutely. They, I guess they just did not commit enough bodies onto the point in order to get something going. And another pick onto Slice. Oh, here, look. Edward sees Turkey with full Uber, and there's the drop. There's the drop. He picks up the heavy, and no one looks around for him after.
The thing about Spy is sometimes you gotta know when to go in, and sometimes after you get a pick is the right time to go in again. They think you've run away, he just walks right back behind them again after he fakes leaving the area, and he decloaks and no one checked, and he got the pick. So this is gonna be a big advantage for them.
Yeah, 85% is the is Red's disadvantage, so they're gonna go in immediately. Here comes the Uber. They lead with the heavy. Pyro doing a good job of keeping it back though. Finally goes down. So now they just gotta get the rest of their team, but it's just the heavy and demo committed through Shutter. So they didn't really take anyone else in. I don't know if the flank was trying to take alternate routes, but they just did not bring enough people through with that Uber. And oh, but it looks like they're, yep, looks like they take point anyway. So that's a miscalculation by SWAK right there. They had all the advantage after that Uber.
You always got to be looking out for that back cap. It can really, well, give them the win.
Yeah, as it just did. And honestly, with him right in their face, I don't know if you can call that a back cap. Honestly, there's just no one paying attention. But here we go on to our third mid. Take a look. Sanity Dance Spy for SWAK tried to get a pick onto Pico, not able to get it. 2 picks for either team. Demo is down for blue and Soldier down for red. Here goes Pico to a body shot by Jolteon. So that might be the move for blue to try to get out. Zabby getting aggressive through choke, but no time on point right now. Faisal was trying his best to hide as much as you can hide with a giant rocket launcher, but gets seen by Jolteon and headshot. So 100% Uber. So this is looking like a lot cleaner round by SWAK right now. They're going to be able to take second, and depending on how quick they get it, they should be able to go right into last.
Yeah, Saxy giving very